Do you struggle with your 4-iron?
Yeah, that's the worst club in the bag you got there.
Okay.
Went great when I was fit on it. I really like the irons, so the mid and down, I would say
AP2s.
dispersion's tight. Yeah, that's the kind of numbers you're looking at there, Dan. But 5 and 6 are tougher, and you and I both, it's because it's the ability to get the ball in the air and get it staying there.
It's the same with the drive. It's exactly the same thing as what we're seeing with the driver. We need that little bit more loft. So you probably find you'll carry a 5-iron further than you'll carry a 4-iron.
Yes, so that's why I almost never use that. So, you know, 190 to 200 out, I've got the 5-iron in my hand. 205, I'm thinking, if I hit the 4-iron, it's still not going to make the carry it needs to.
Okay.
So I almost never hit the 4 unless it's a bit of a fairway finder off the tee. I wouldn't mind more irons. I don't want to go like 3-5 and then rescue. If I in my head, like this is the thing, I could almost see a world where I got irons that then moved from 7, then when you're into 6, 5 and 4, something with a bit more forgiveness to get it up there.
That's what I'm thinking, a bit of a combo for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than feel like I'm spending most of the day taking head covers on and off, it's sort of... That's be much more different in terms of angle of attack to drivers and stuff. Yeah.
Are these, because if they've worn, are these 120s or 105s?
I really like the mid irons like that. I feel super comfortable with where would you say it's the kick point or the swing weight?
The reason why I ask, I think the 105 is going to be good for you. That kind of mid-flight, make sure we're getting a launch on it.
I came down to 2 105s, and this one just had a bit more. The weight dispersion on this was a bit better.
So we've got, again, I would try 2. The Modus 105, and there's that little bit of familiarity with it as well. I struggle to say that familiarity. Or the Dynamic Gold 105. I'm going to give you, there's 2 heads, the 790s and the 770s. So where you've got in your AP2s, you probably fall into your 770s. And then maybe in the longer irons, we just go into that 790s, just a little bit more flight in them.
The CB's too much then? The MBs? I'm not...
It depends what you want. I mean, we can see what's...
Yeah.
Is that what you like the look of? You looked at the MCs, yeah?
Lower irons,
yeah.
I had my heart, yeah. But that's relevant discussion, isn't it? But I kind of had my heart set on the MBs, CBs irons and 770. Almost saw the 770, 790 and the longer irons, but... I
mean, you could. I've done a combo right the way through.
Yeah.
790, 770 and MCs in the short irons, we've done that. Whether we need to do that, I'm not sure.
No, not 3 types of iron, but I was just thinking whether
I think the MCs and the longer irons, you're not going to get your consistent flight out of them.
Won't lie.
However, they are our version, if you like. I know Titleist did do a version of a CB, but they're tight. It's not like they're chunky irons.
See, that's when I picked the ones out of the thing, these look pretty close. Yeah. Like the MBs and the CBs look pretty close to what I'm used to.
Class.
More height.
Class.
Much more height.
Much better that.
I've never felt so much pressure on a 7-iron. Just thought you've got to find the middle of this bat. You will not let you have them if you don't hit them.
I mean, your numbers are strong there.
More spin.
More spin, yeah.
That was a bad strike. A little bit, yeah.
So you're clipping them, lovely. They're a no-brainer. They're the ones that you like. You're not struggling to flight them in the slightest.
The MB's tougher, are they then, from there?
He's like, fine.
No, just, you can have some banter and just tell us I'm talking bollocks. I don't mind. You can be as brutal as you want.
There isn't that much difference between the two.
Obviously, these are sexy, these irons. What's the difference in the numbers then?
Didn't have a 4 or 5.
No. So I would go, I mean, you can tell you're a ball striker. That's probably your
Just check that's working. It's just like, yeah, it's on. Okay.
Sorry, say that again, we didn't get it.
So say that again. I wasn't really listening.
I would say that you would be a ball striker. That
Yeah, I agree.
That is your plus part. That's your plus part of your game. That's what you like.
I'm a decent iron striker though. Like I can hit them okay.
So
He's got a semi.
Get my head out of this driving range.
I don't know whether they are the 120s, you know,
You think that they're the 120 weight shaft?
because that's quite a bit of a difference on the launch and the peak height, what you're getting pound for pound there. That's
So much launch
that's
on
lovely.
that.
All right, give this a hit for me.
Oh, I thought he was going to give me the MBs then. I thought he was going to give it. That's a 5 iron. Basically, is this a children's 5 iron? You put this in a sandwich or? Feels short that does.
That's just the standard.
Am I a longer length iron then?
Yeah.
Right. Toey. One
Okay.
more with it. Boys didn't see that one.
A little low. No, I did. Yeah, it was a good strike. All right, give that a hit for me.
That's nice, that is.
All right, and then just this one as well.
790 this thing, isn't it?
No, that's the Sim Max oversize.
No.
No.
I'm not even in it.
He put me up to it.
Just do that in his hand.
All right, you can tell that from one hit. All right, see the difference there. Now,
Instead of, so
the carry distance, right, between. Get it up now.
Your face then.
I'm not hitting that. So.
All right, so the carry distance on the 7 irons, yeah, that I gave you were
Yeah.
164. So that's what I would
7
say.
iron.
Yeah. When I gave you that first 5 iron,
See.
yeah, 177.
And this thing would have gone about 185.
That one, no, it's fair. That was what I would expect to see out of a 202 carry. What I would more expect to see.
So what are you saying? You want me in these through the set?
No, we can go. I think I'm certainly 4 and 5. That's lovely.
Much
Lovely.
more confidence
Yeah.
inspiring with
Yeah.
the long irons.
So it's more you
And that was a
6
crap
iron,
strike.
which what you prefer to see?
What?
With the 6 iron, would you prefer to see that or the MCs?
Yeah, probably a bit more brawn on the 6 iron. I mean, I don't know what lofts I got on things like that 7 iron and stuff. I'm guessing that there's going to be a bit of a drop off from the 6 to the 7.
I will just have to make the set run properly.
In this, yeah, I do as well. Yeah, I mean that's the best 5 iron I've hit in my life.
Nice. That would be one of your better ones, yeah?
Still didn't feel great, to be fair, but I don't know, I'm not trusting myself to hit down on it.
That's the one you want to try and get away from, yeah? All right, hang fire there a sec. So I'm going to give you something that is a little heavier than what you've got there.
Yeah.
I would say we should see a little bit more flight, a little bit more spin out of it as well. Have you hit a KBS tour before?
KBS?
Yeah.
Yes. I have, yeah.
So it's smoother profile shaft will certainly promote, you know, a certain amount of spin and launch.
Yeah.
It's not like a Project X, which is going to
Yeah, I didn't mind
manage
those.
the spin.
Yeah.
And as I say, I would have
Yeah.
you in a step pattern shaft opposed to like a rifle style
Yeah.
shaft like a Project X, because you are, I would say, a bit more of a field-based player.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was even
Nice.
that one, that didn't feel great, but I could still feel it.
Yeah,
It's at the heel.
But again, there's look. We're gonna have a look at the numbers that sometimes we can look at. So we have something called spin axis.
Yeah.
So every golf shot, apart from putter, will spin back against its own axis. The same as if I use a pen like a plane. All right. I'm the pilot in the plane. If the plane wants to move left, it will tilt its wing to the left, and it'll move off to the right, and it'll move to the right. Golf ball's exactly the same. It'll spin back against its own axis, and it'll tilt left or right. So if you look at some of your shots here,
So they're all -3, so they're all moving right to
so
left.
I mean, there's some there as high as nine.
Jeez, yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of movement there. So we want to try and calm that down a little bit. There's one there that you did turn over a little bit, but it's a bit more consistent. Grouping started to come a little bit better.
Way better.
Now the ball speed's down 3 miles an hour. That's why I was.
Partly because I don't know whether it's because just like as silly as it sounds, but just straight out the car and you're just like wanting to, you're amped about the excitement of it, but yeah.
But it looks as though they are coming off weaker. You know, I think that's probably fair. But we're not fitting on ball speed with a set of blades. You know, we're trying to fit you and hitting a number.
Just tightening it,
Yeah, I mean, a 7-iron for you, 170, 175. I would say that's probably a little bit more realistic. And then you're getting control on that as well, where...
Oh, that's the real crap one.
I mean, that's very good. The shape there is good. I don't think you're consistently going to hit a fade just with your numbers that you just not. I mean, you face the path there. You 1.8 open to the path. You're coming from the inside. That's as you might get a little bit more left to right on there, but just of your dynamic of your swing. It's much easier for you to turn it over right to left than it is left to right. I mean, come and have a look at your grouping here. It's much tighter. It's much more of a
I can feel
dispersion.
But as I said, as soon as I picked up, I was like, "Ooh, that feels like that. Just feels totally different."
Have you changed anything on them since they've been built? No. I mean, look at you. How much tighter it is. If we look at head to head now.
5'8" versus 6'5" is just different.
It's quite a bit of a change there as well. Look at your carry, and look at your total. Now, I wouldn't look at total there as for a fit-in for a better player, but even there, look how much it's grabbing. Look how much it's controlled. Your club path, you're swinging very similar. Your face angle is you're protecting it a little bit better. You're just holding it off a little bit more with these. But the height, you're getting a little bit more peak height, and that's giving us a little bit more control, bit more dynamic loft to it as well. Again, that's why we're getting a little bit more spin to it as well.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say we need to go weaker with them. I think we could get it half a degree flatter as well. I think for you, it'll just
that helps me promote the handle going left.
Going left, which just
is
suit your eye a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, that'll be tough to beat there. Let me just change the shaft.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
that felt
watching
miles left, and it didn't. It felt miles left, but it didn't go.
No,
as far.
It's not. Yeah, have a look at this, Bruce. Getting tighter again now.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that's obviously normalised, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can see a little bit. I wouldn't even say it's left to target. That's good.
That's acceptable. Yeah. It's within 30 feet or whatever. Or
I was to say I'd just get that half a degree little flatter.
Yeah.
But
and that will incentivise me to just rip it left.
Get it going left.
Yeah.
But we can see there. That's you're grouping on your own. That's where you're struggling.
That's diabolical.
Now,
I said to you, I was like, yeah, I quite like the irons.
if you look, take the normalizer of what you see in live.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wow, it's even more. Yeah.
Got a bit of a jumper there for whatever reason. on that one there. That was just to turn that
That could
one
have been a
over,
white ball, maybe
yeah.
I pulled out or something.
But
yeah.
again, that's what you're saying, just left the target there tighter. Now, what this, if you look at the best players in the world, and Rory would be the only exception to this at the moment, because he went through, or he has gone through a change with his iron shafts. They don't.
X1, hasn't
he went or X7s. He actually went a little bit stronger again. They don't tend to change their shaft. You know, Tiger has always had X1s.
Yeah.
DJ always had X1s.
Yeah.
Jason Day's flipped with X1s and X7s. Justin Rose, for as long as I can remember, has been in C tapers since.
Yeah, he has,
you know,
yeah.
they don't really tend to change because you get used to a feeling of the shaft.
Feel of it.
You know, and the players' feedback and the performance is obviously massive for a ball striker, and obviously put you in that bracket handicap that you are. You strike it nice.
Yeah.
So I would always keep you in that kind of step pattern shaft.
Yeah.
Now, maybe a little bit of familiar feeling to what you've got with your own in terms of the X1, but yours is the super light. Then we go that little bit heavier. You feel where the club head is a little bit more. You know, the grouping with the KBS was good. It was. I said I thought we'd struggle to kind of beat that, but you know, even straight away,
yeah, this is excellent.
This is getting good. This is getting tight. Yeah. Nice grouping. Good amount of spin. Your peak height on here between everything you've hit. Let's see. Very similar to the KBS, which was good. 135. This is 136.
Oh, even more. Well, that's good, because that means when I get to 4, as I say, like what I figure is, just from what I've seen on TrackMan over the years when I've used up standards and stuff, is everything just gets exaggerated with a longer club. So if I'm hitting this higher than my other 7-iron, like I wouldn't ever struggle to knock a 7-iron down, but
no.
I would struggle to hoist a 4-iron. Like
we don't need to change.
So, yeah.
We don't need to change the lofts there at all. They're really good. Good flight. Lovely.